Talk for a minute, if you don't mind, about the importance that you find of being coachable. I'm sure you have people who hire you as a life coach, so they want the coaching, but then they don't want to accept it. They're not as coachable as they need to be.
Well, we actually screen for that in clients. We don't want to work with anybody that's not coachable. Coaching is something that will take you further, faster, if you'll just listen. And one of the things I've tried to do in my life is find people that are successful and then model their behavior. It's one of the fastest ways to learn. It's one of the fastest ways to grow. I had a client, this was several years ago now, who had a big goal for a revenue goal for a specific month in his business, and he missed it. And so we were having a discussion as we were processing what had happened, and I said, "What happened?" And he started blaming everything. It was the economy, it was his sales manager, it was all kinds of things. And I listened to him carefully, and then I finally just took a deep breath and I said, "Okay, I get that, I understand that, but what was it about your leadership that led to that result?" He got very defensive, and he said, "What do you mean my leadership? It's the economy, it's all the stuff that's happening around me." And I said, "I get that, those are factors definitely, but as long as you keep blaming that stuff, you can't change it, you can't affect it, you're giving away your power and your agency." And he finally dialed into that and got it, and it changed everything. And I said, "What would you have changed if you could do it again?" And he said, "Well, I probably would have met with the sales manager more often, I would have made sure the product shipped more on time." I said, "So it really was about your leadership." And all of a sudden the power came back to him, and all of a sudden he could affect a different result. So that kind of coachability, even though sometimes for most of us we're defensive when we're confronted, but that kind of coachability is the difference between success and failure.
That's a great victory for you, where you took somebody who started off being somewhat uncoachable and you got them to be more coachable.